Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by Cutting to the Bone and the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben, as always I'm hanging out with Mike,
hello,
Claire,
hey,
and Pete.
Hello.
This is our weekly show where we bring you the weirdest or maddest or most macabre or obscene shit we can find on the net in the space of 1 week. It's trivial, people, it's factual, it's contextual, it's
Maybe not
happening
always
now.
factual.
Maybe not always factual. This is my favourite story of the week. Obviously, it's a claim when Trump was president. He inquired that if China could make hurricanes to harm the US. What? So says he thinks they've got a hurricane gun. Do you remember there was that stage a few years ago when the US experienced like 5 or 6 hurricanes in the space of like a couple of years?
Okay.
Like really big ones.
do you remember when he drew that Sharpie, with that Sharpie on that
I do, yes.
hurricane picture? Because he said that it went into Louisiana, did he, or something like that?
Yes,
Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama, he said, oh, the hurricane will stretch to Alabama, and they were like, no, it'll just touch Florida, it won't go as far inland as Alabama. And then to produce evidence, he brought out this map, of these circles showing where the hurricane would hit. And you could see it was clearly not in Alabama, and someone had just drawn a Sharpie on and just looped in Alabama, so it looked as if it was so blatant. He cannot take criticism. Do you remember when he had to come out and say that he had a big dick, basically?
No.
After the allegations of the Russian prostitutes?
Yeah.
So they pissed on him on Obama's bed?
I don't know. No, it was Marco Rubio was saying something about his manhood, saying it was small, and he had to come out on a fucking debate, and he was like, yeah, and as far as anything down there goes, it's all working order, it's all perfect. It's like, fucking hell, what kind of a world are we in when the
President of the United States is talking, dick.
Well, they do the tiny hands thing as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Your little hands.
You know, it's like, that's like Rubio said, you know what they say about a man with little hands? And all the crowd were laughing. And of course, the next few days he had to come out. Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
I have relatively normal hands. That's not about JFK, sorry.
Yeah, I've seen him when he had to pick up a glass of water to use 2 hands, didn't he?
No, Mike, he was given a sign to Fiji, because that was Fiji bottled water, and he was given a sign to him, holding it in both hands, saying, I've got a stranglehold on your child trafficking organisation, Fiji.
Oh, fuck off, Q.
That's what QAnon says.
Unbelievable.
Well, anyway, as President, Donald Trump repeatedly asked aides if China could be manufacturing hurricanes and sending them to damage the United States. 3 unnamed former senior officials told Rolling Stone on last Tuesday when this was recorded. Trump also reportedly wanted to know if using such a, quote, hurricane gun, end quote, would constitute an act of war, and if so, whether the US could retaliate militarily. China is a major nuclear power. To quote one source who told the magazine, it was almost too stupid for words, and the speaker was intimately familiar with them sitting at the president's inquiry. I did not get the sense he was joking at all, the source
That
added.
surprised me either.
The news comes on the tail of former Defence Secretary Mark Esper's claim that in a new book that Trump wanted to hit, quote, drug labs in Mexico with missiles and then deny responsibility, and other hair-raising accounts of near foreign policy disaster. Although the Iranian general getting drone striked was nearly a major diplomatic incident, wasn't it? At the Bloom. Yeah.
Illegal assassination.
Well, yeah.
But they do it every day with drone strikes, so...
That's over the drone. It's fine with the drone.
So it's okay with the drone?
Yeah, it's fine
every
with the
Tuesday
drone.
morning, President of America gets a list. He has to sign it saying, these are the people we want a drone strike.
Is this a Bill Hicks bit, or...?
No, this is true.
Every Tuesday?
I think it's every Tuesday morning.
Well,
He gets a list of all the
think-
people that they're going to drone strike, and he has to sign it and give his consent. He's signing illegal death warrants on all them people, and including all the people that might be associated with that person that day because they just tracked the phone. In fact, they might not even have their phone on them.
So Joe Biden's getting these now.
Every president since Obama, I think.
Every two pretty judge of you.
Yeah. So they're going about terrorists.
Is he going on about HARP?
Unbelievable.
Or something similar to what HARP is? Because HARP is meant to be, apparently according to different conspiracy theories, is meant to manipulate weather and things like that.
Yeah.
But this is an American thing, HARP is, yeah?
Yeah, these
So-
are the Chinese have got one now.
So what I'm saying is he kind of...
Protesting
Worrying.
too much.
Yeah,
People have been manipulating the weather for years.
protest too much, but is he worried that China are doing it? Or China are there trying to send weather away?
China.
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 There was a major event going on in China, and they did something to stop it from raining, didn't they?
That's right, they seed the clothes.
Yeah.
He moves his lips funny when he says China, doesn't he?
China.
What you got to look at here
He moves his lips funny when he talks.
is...
But,
I
but the
per-
fact that he thinks that somebody can manipulate the weather so much that they can create a hurricane.
Yeah.
Let's look at it another way. It's deflection, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because Trump is a massive advocate of fossil fuels because he was obviously taking money from fossil fuel people. He had them in his board of advisors, didn't he? Replaced the head of the EPA with a guy who was like head of the coal fucking industry in America.
And also his Secretary of State, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't he Rex Tillerson? He used to be head of, not Shell, but one of them.
Shell, BP, something like that. Exxon.
Yeah, Exxon, I think.
So he was taking a lot of money from people with fossil fuels. So of course, if hurricanes happen, which are a result of alleged, well, no, that's not alleged, climate change, we get more hurricanes, we get more adverse weather. He's not going to say, "Oh yeah, this is bad," and blame my friends who just give me loads of money to get into office, is he?
No.
No, but then I also think he's so stupid to think that China's got a hurricane gun.
I love it. I love the fact that he thinks it's a hurricane gun. And then he wants to retaliate militarily.
I don't know how he survived his presidency, to be fair. It's a miracle.
God, I love that hair. I fucking love that hair.
Something else it
It
is.
is. It's just you know
You
what?
love any hair.
You know that hair and that it bewitches me.
You look terrible
It's
with
like
that
a
hair.
flame, isn't it?
It is. It's like it's
You
almost
can't
like
but
a
stare at
golden
it.
halo above his hair.
Some intricate sort of weaves and things that he does with his hair, isn't it? I mean, he sort of sweeps it back and
There
then
are birds that
he
make
sweeps sort of
nests.
forward. Yeah.
It's just
Similar.
It's just majestic.
It looks like that spray on shit. That
It's like a crown, isn't it?
It's like a golden halo.
Such a man.
Sucked in.
Move it on.
No, it looks awful. It's a fucking wig.
I can't help it. It's so beautiful.
Man abducted by aliens 50 years ago said he was warned of World War III and COVID.
Why didn't you tell us then? Well, that's it. Why wouldn't he?
A 68-year-old fisherman claimed he was warned about COVID and World War III after being abducted by aliens 50 years ago. How did they know? Calvin Parker said he kept his visions to himself, but now fears they are becoming a reality, prompting him to share them with the world. My time here on Earth is almost over, he said. I would not want to leave here knowing there could be something I could have done to help someone. What you could have done? You kept it stum, you idiot.
Oh, me thinks the lady does too much in this scenario. I warned you all, but I didn't.
Recalling his alleged experience, Parker revealed a UFO landed on the banks of a river in Mississippi while he was fishing with a friend.
Mike's missed the word out.
I'm
I mean, that's a word, isn't it?
Passagoala. I'm gonna go with that.
While he was fishing with a friend, well done. He claimed to have been shown horrific events during this 1972
So
encounter.
these aliens have snatched him up. He's just having a fucking fishing trip. It's landed, it's snatched him and they're strapping him to a chair and showing him horrific events. What kind of aliens are these? They're not our friends. Didn't Albert in the other week on the astral planes that all the aliens are benevolent?
Yeah.
These ones aren't.
Well, maybe they are. They tried to warn him and he never warned
They're
us, did
breaking
he?
the Prime Directive for a start. You can't just strap literally taking someone from an advancing civilization, strapping them to a chair and making them watch horrific events in their future is the definition of breaking the Prime Directive.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Yes.
Yeah. So, call bullshit on this one?
Yeah. Of course.
Oh, he's calling this is COVID and World War III. Ukraine could escalate yet.
Good.
Finland are being potentially fast tracked for NATO membership.
Yeah. That means nothing.
It does because the Russians
Now,
just
he
said
did
if
come
they
out in 1972 and said, in the year 2021...
well, we're in 2022 now, Mike.
I meant COVID. It was actually 2019, wasn't it? 2019 COVID and 2022 World War III will start. Then he's got a leg to stand on, hasn't he?
Yes.
He's got them dates pretty nailed down. I might be a bit believable, but to come out after both
it's
things have probably happened
Yeah.
and said,
Well,
well,
World War
I knew
III
about this 50 years ago. Why didn't you tell anyone, you cunt?
World War III technically hasn't
That's
started
my
yet.
point instantly, though.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you tell us then, you twat?
Because it's like Nostradamus, isn't it? Everyone always finds meaning in it after.
Like the best superhero in the world, Captain Hindsight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
That's all prophecy. I picked this argument to make a point. No one can see the future. It's not set.
Okay. A killer who strangled his girlfriend to death had a fatal heart attack while burying her in their backyard.
No fucking hell.
Instant karma.
That's some ironic
Yeah.
justice.
Joseph McKinnon, 60, killed Patricia Ruth Dent, who was 65, in their Trenton, South Carolina home on Saturday, the Edgefield County Sheriff's Office has said. In a turn of events, first responders were called to the home after neighbours reported seeing an unconscious man lying in the garden. When deputies arrived, they found McKinnon laying in the yard. Medical crews were then called to the home to try and revive him.
The fucking so he's out there, and the neighbour's gone, is that Joe? That Joe lying in the yard? Oh, you better get first aid out here, get the first response out here. And he's like, his wife's dead, and he's just like killed over like, after he's filling the grave in. Oh, what a horrific thing to find.
Yeah.
As officials investigated McKinnon's death, they discovered a second body wrapped in trash bags inside a freshly dug hole. Oh, I don't like saying trash. I like saying
Rubbish bags.
Investigators then determined the body was buried in a makeshift grave with his girlfriend. Officials believe McKinnon had a tack dent in the home, and an autopsy report concluded she had died by strangulation.
Fucking hell.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's instant karma, innit?
Yeah.
Well, whether you believe in that or not, it's certainly some ironic justice.
Oh, yeah.
Which isn't the best kind of justice, if you think about it.
Yeah.
There's no kind of justice for her death, really, is it? But
No, it's... At least the fucker killed over after.
Yeah.
Alright, what's next?
This was for you.
Thanks, man. The Phallic Brotherhood. What are group masturbation clubs and why do men go there?
Why do they go there?
This is from lps.com/culture. That's an interesting image right there. According to the masturbation club's creators, the men who attend are not seeking sex so much as a physical and spiritual connection between men that is inhibited by social norms. A gay man in his 50s, Paul Rosenberg, is a product of a 1970s upbringing in a multicultural neighbourhood outside Chicago. In his early 20s, when he first stumbled upon a jack-off club, attending every event for the forthcoming year. Here, adult men of all age ranges gathered to masturbate, either alone or with each other. No alcohol, no drugs, no fruitless searches, no power games, no negotiations, whoever would be active or passive, and no fear of AIDS. Soon after, Paul got a boyfriend, now his husband, and left the club.
Because he got AIDS.
10 years later, Paul sought a return to the clubs, and he and his partner moved to Seattle and was no such place like the one in Chicago, so he decided to create it himself, called Rain City Jacks.
I wonder what it rains.
According to specialist website The Better Blog, there are 18 clubs of this type in the United States, 2 in Australia, 2 in Canada, and 1 in the United Kingdom.
What?
Probably London, let's face it.
Yeah, more than likely.
Soho.
Or Brighton.
Or Brighton.
More than likely Brighton, to be fair.
Yeah, there's also one opened up in Spain by a guy called Nacho G.
Should we open one in Telford?
Yeah. No, that's not.
You're alright, mate. I'll pass. Thanks.
I don't want to go there or anything like. Just open it up.
No, Nacho G. I found 100 square metre former cocktail bar in the city of Alarcon with capacity for 70 people. It's decorated with graffitis, equipped with 2 toilets, security locker survivals.
Graffiti,
Clothes
is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Charging 20 quid a head, no pun intended.
Clothes horses and large armchairs and 2 giant screens broadcast videos of men masturbating. The worst part is that there's usually music and it's soft jazz.
Oh my god.
I hate jazz. I can't wait to jazz. I can't do it.
Possibly have a teary wank to jazz.
No, I can't do it. I fucking hate jazz. It kill my mood.
I just imagine men walking in and going, this is alright, this is fine. Oh, fuck me, there's jazz playing. I'm off, fuck this.
Not all the blokes fucking giving a 5-knuckle shuffle.
The videos of them masturbating, everything seems fine. Oh my god, there's jazz.
Bed. He's like, no. Can't get hard now.
The second I hear the soft jazz, I just go limp and walk out.
If it was a bit of Acrobat girl, it'd be fine, but no.
Just, the second I walk in, I'm rock hard, I walk in, everything seems in order. Oh, soft jazz. Bloop. Oh, there you go, back. Leave. Soft jazz is a major turn off for me.
Evidently.
Oh, read the quote next. That's so funny.
Oh my God, he stays on repeat as many times as he wants, or during the 3 hours that each event lasts. Nacho adds that between orgasm and orgasm, we always chat as if we were old friends, no bad feelings, no shame.
This is between orgasms.
This is between orgasms.
They're
Yeah.
like chatting with each other
Yeah.
whilst they're stroking the vinegar sticks.
Yeah.
Going, hello mate, how's it going? You alright?
What if you... This could
Your
lead to
dog's
some...
got hemorrhoids.
This could lead to some awkward...
Alright, Dave. Hold on, Mike. Hold on a minute. Right, yeah. What you saying, mate? What are you up to tomorrow? Fancy a game of pool?
So what
Oh dear.
you're literally saying is that...
Yeah.
So what if you, how embarrassing would it be to be the first to finish and then be waiting around to stand for a conversation? Just waiting for everyone else to finish.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Surely there'd be a bar man that's not having a wank.
It's like, oh man. Unless the guy opposite you on the other side of the wanking circle that you've got to speak loudest to.
Right, mate?
Alright.
Good for you.
How's that? Yeah. I've had one for a few days.
Are you nearly done yet, James? I'm bored. Dear, oh dear.
Well, let's just call it homosexuality with extra steps.
10% are heterosexual, apparently.
Let's just call it bisexuality with extra steps.
They're just curious.
Look, whatever floats their boat.
Yeah, man.
If they're happy doing it, they're not hurting anyone. Go for it.
Yeah.
No, totally. I fully agree.
Would you want to be the cleaner, Claire?
No.
No, I
Well,
fully...
if I was, I'd
Hey.
get a UV proper light and I'd make sure there was not a fucking spillage.
ClairsCleaning.com.
The cum queen.
She will go over your room with a black light.
Yeah, that's it.
See, that article's almost like meant to shame them, but why the fuck fuck not. They don't do anything wrong, do
Is
they?
it?
I don't know, it's the phallic brotherhood. It makes it sound like a cult, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just a bunch of dudes meeting up to jack off in a basement.
No,
And no one's getting hurt.
It's obviously growing in popularity because one's just opened in Madrid.
Yep.
Yeah. And let's face it, Spain's a deeply Catholic country. No, wait, they'll probably all abuse the choir boys. Oh well.
Moving on.
Moving on.
The human brain builds structures in 11 dimensions, discover scientists.
11, eh?
Yep. Which ironically is the number of dimensions they believe to be in string theory.
And let's just go back to our 9/11 occult episode. What was 11? The Pillars of Hermes, the gateway between dimensions.
What the two towers look like.
11s.
Look like a number 11.
Exactly. First plane to hit the tower. Flight 11.
Pillars of Solomon, aren't they?
Pillars of Hermes. And they also represent the Pillars of Solomon, the Masonic Temple. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's all coming together. It's all connected to 9/11.
Could be.
Groundbreaking research that combines neuroscience with math tells us that our brain creates neural structures up to 11 dimensions when it processes information. By dimensions they mean abstract mathematical spaces, not other physical realms. Still, the researchers found a world that we have never imagined, said Henry Markram, director of the Blue Brain Project, which made the discovery.
I'm convinced I made my forklift fit in another dimension at times. I shouldn't be able to squeeze into a space, but I can.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, I've got my forklift into some very tight spaces and thought, how the fuck did I just get through that?
Yeah. And more importantly, how am I going to get out? But, yeah. Well, I got in so I can get out, is my philosophy. Same as sex.
The scientists first carried out tests on the virtual brain tissue they created and then confirmed the results by doing the same experiments on real brain tissue from rats. When stimulated, virtual neurons would form a clique, with each neuron connected to another in such a way that a specific geometric object would be formed. A large number of neurons would add more dimensions, which in some cases went up to 11. The structures would organise themselves around a high-dimensional hole the researchers called a cavity. After the brain processed the information, the clique and cavity vanished.
Two things, mate. Number one, never turn it up to 11. Number two, well, unless you want to be a rocket. Number two, I think it's pronounced click. This is the one time I ever get to correct you, science officer.
Okay.
As captain of this ship.
The appearance of high-dimensional cavities when the brain is processing information means that the neurons in the network react to stimuli in an extremely organised manner. It is as if the brain reacts to a stimulus by building, then raising a tower of multi-dimensional blocks, starting with rods 1D, then planks 2D, then cubes 3D, and then more complex geometries with 4D, tesseract, 5D, etc. The progression of activity through the brain resembles a multi-dimensional sandcastle that materialises out of the sand and then disintegrates.
Cool.
As a forklift driver, I can fully appreciate it. Genuinely. Some of the stuff you should be able to do.
Yeah, it's not quite the same though, is it?
No, my brain is like working shit out and for me. That's just the way my brain works in that respect. Someone else's might work a slightly different way, but still seeing things in the 9D realm.
Yeah.
They might see their spreadsheet, something like that. You know, depends what they do. I'm quite drunk now.
So that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is crazy. It doesn't surprise me though. In which of the human brain have we mapped? It's not a lot, is it?
No.
No.
No one knows how it fully
It's
works.
the most amazing sort of
Organic
living
computer.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So NASA took some pictures on Mars and they reckon they found a doorway. That's conspiracy theories are saying anyway.
And if you type in Mars, doorway, NASA, you'll get this article. It's from sky.com.
Yeah. Now, in all fairness, right, you look at the picture, it does look very...
It looks Egyptian, man.
It does look very formed, like man-made,
Yeah.
as opposed to
Looks like it's been
naturally
carved
formed.
at the
So
rock,
it's
doesn't
got
it?
a smooth face. It's a 3D image. We can see inside the doorway to a point.
And there's definite corners.
Yeah.
Why did they send the rover a little bit closer then?
Maybe they did and it never came back. Or they didn't like what it showed and they just didn't release
Well,
those
the rover's
images.
on its path anyway. It's on an AI path, isn't it? So it's just driving around in a certain route. It's been pre-designated, from what I gather.
Yeah, 'cause
taking
it
pictures.
takes so long to upload
No, it's
information.
operated. It's operated.
How long's the delay?
Oh, it's quite a long time, I think.
So a 3-month delay.
11 minutes or something.
11 minutes.
I don't know. But
So,
yeah, they've got to navigate with like a joystick, basically.
Mm.
That's how they do it.
Well, it's an 11-minute delay, so maybe it went a bit too close to it and they just cut the feed. As they did with that black cube of the week.
Well,
So,
Never a straight answer,
surely.
Mike. Never a straight answer, Pete. Never a straight answer,
I think they
Claire.
could have took it back.
They're saying that the door was formed through normal geological processes.
Oh, well, they would say that, wouldn't
Yeah.
they?
See, it's just one of them, isn't it?
It's a fracture or fissure visible inside the door.
It does look like a doorway, but it could just be a naturally formed cave that's just got very straight kind of lines and things like
It's
that.
dodgy though, isn't it?
Looks a bit iffy.
But it does look.
It looks like it's
It
been...
could
Sorry, Claire.
sink down to nothing, like past what we're seeing though, and it could just be
Just be
like a little
a shallow
indent,
cave.
yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, was it destroyed during the Great Human Martian War of 2023? 2022, even?
I'm going to say that's in the future.
I know Randy Kramer claims to be up there fighting insectoid aliens on Mars from early 2000s. Captain Randy Kramer. It looks like a door, man.
Yeah.
It does look like a door.
But at the same time, it could have been erosion. We don't know. It could be pareidolia.
There's no point really going through the article with you, because it is just we're telling you what we're seeing, and that's all the article's about, because they can't tell you any more information about
No.
it. So yeah, go check out the picture and make your own mind up.
Yep.
And we've got the local riffraff outside shouting, so if you can hear that.
Yeah, you can probably hear that. So yeah, thank you very much for listening. I've been Ben, and I can't remember what I'm going to do. There we go.
The Trump one.
Trump, yeah. Trump's hair is majestic. But also don't nuke hurricanes.
No.
Because you're just going to create a nuclear hurricane.
Or a Sharknado.
Or a Sharknado. Yeah, possibly, yeah. Follow us on Facebook, please, at Gun the Bull in the Post of the Apocalypse. On YouTube at Apocalypse Bull. And on SoundCloud and most other podcasting platforms at Gun the Bull in the PTA. Cheers.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out. May the force be with you.
And I've been Claire. Don't bury people.
That's quite a good mantra
Don't
to
bury
live by.
people.
Yeah.
What, just leave them in the street.
Where they drop.
Let the foxes eat them.
Leave them where they drop. So, what's that corpse doing in the chair in your front room, Art? That's Jerry, he died 5 years ago and just left him where he dropped. The dogs have been picking at him for a bit.
Stick him in the sea.
Throw him in the trash.
And I've been Pete. Check out some doors on Mars, man. Bye.